guys! We are working in our mini marks journal today. Do a little flippy. That was just extra paint. Yep. It's coming along, and it is March 22nd today, I think. And I like to start a new one in the new month, even though we're not done. Probably I'll go back maybe and finish them eventually, but I just like new month, new journal, and I've got like 20 million of these. So, yeah, so this is the kind of like schematics paper, the back of it. I put a layer of gesso down, and I'm just going to start with a little collaging. Oh, let's start our timer, 15 minutes and 33 seconds. And I'm just going to collage some vintagey ledger kind of papers down. These are scraps from another project I did. And yeah, I think I talked about this in another video, but I'm not sure if it's up yet. But I get my good vintagey stuff at flea markets. Flea markets are the place to go. And you know how I was selling those sets of, we had ledger paper sets and vintage paper sets. Well, they all sold out. But I do have new different sets up. So if you missed out the first time, I have new sets up. Or even if you got some the first time, these are completely different. Nothing in them is the same as the first sets. The ledger papers are completely different. So yeah, we've got, this one's from 1880 something. I just love that script. And yeah, we got some really cool debit and checks with like holes in them, which I think is really fun for layering. Why won't this stick? So I'll always share when I can, because I didn't realize that people really had such a hard time getting these vintage papers. I live in an area where there's like a ton of stuff all the time, I guess, because, you know, I live in one of the oldest states or whatever. So, yeah. I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm not going to cover the whole thing. I just want to use up some of these bits, and I hope that it's going to like peek through when I put paint down, but this is really not sticking that well. So one of the things I love to do is use tissue paper. Oh, is this going to cover this up? You're not even going to be able to see. Ay, ay, ay. We just we just wasted like 4 minutes doing this, and you're not even going to be able to see it. Okay. Well, anyway, one of the things I love to do is use tissue paper and scunch it up for a little bit of texture. This is from the from Target. I love the clearance section at Target. You can get some good tissue papers there, and also the dollar store. I'm just gonna really scrunch this up, get some good texture going. I don't really care if it goes over into the next page, and then add a layer on top. Really smooth that down. Yeah, you can't even see that paper underneath. Oh, jeez. You live and you learn, right? I mean, you can see the color, but you can't see the script, and the script is my favorite part. Let's add a little bit more up here, in between. I have Evergreen by Dina Wakley Media, and Ocean and White. I never used the Evergreen color, so let's use it. Let's add a little white. And I got this 15-minute idea from Dee Dee. I mean, I know she's not the first person to like ever do this, but this is where I got the idea from, or the inspiration from. And she has a hashtag DeeDee's15, hashtag DeeDee's15. If you're doing this too, you can hashtag, and I'm following the hashtag, and she is too. And yeah, so we could see what you're up to, because I think it's really cool. Alright, just gonna smear it around with my finger there. Add a little bit more in the middle. Make sure I get in those cracks. It's hanging over and I don't care. I'm going to take my paint up there too. I'm going to add a little bit of the ocean. Oh, so delightful. Okay, now a little bit of the evergreen. Yeah, I have to say this evergreen is not my favorite green. And I rarely ever use it. But now that I'm looking at it, I do really like it. And I don't care if I get it on other pages. I really don't. I think that adds to it. Well, you can definitely see the tissue paper through, but you can't really see my vintage paper. Oops. Oh well. A little bit more white. I feel like I wanted more white space, and it got kind of lost. I feel like I need more green. I know it's heavy with the ocean because I just love the ocean, but we're trying to use the evergreen here. I love the way it catches on the tissue paper. I mean, it's a super simple thing, but I love when a simple technique makes like a big impact to something like this. So yeah, I am going to stamp with some paint. I'm not going to dry it for time's sake. I don't know if this is going to work out that great, but I'm just going to use this. I'm not sure what this is called. It's a Viva Las Vegas stamps. I think it might be called carved. Oh, it's called carved X's. That's what it's called. So I'm just going to take my paint on my finger, spread it around here, and kind of like stamp into it to pick up the paint. I don't know. Okay. I think it's more of a texture issue than a paint issue. Let me get some more paint out here. See, this is where foam stamps would be great. Oh my god, I would not have the space to store them. I said in a recent video that my studio was 10 by 10. It is not. It's like between 7 feet by 7 feet or 8 feet by 8 feet, because if I laid down, like, so I live in so the house I live in now I actually grew up in. We bought it from my parents when they moved, and so my craft room was actually my bedroom for a short time. So it's a tiny house, and before that it was my sister's, and I lived in the bigger room. But yeah, so I had a twin bed in here, and it just fit. So you could, however long a twin bed is, that is how long my bed is, and it's a square. And I joke that it's a jail cell, but it's actually smaller than a jail cell because I think jail cells are 10 by 10. Okay, I'm also gonna do all this yabbing. I'm such wasting time. Okay, but that's why I like to do real time. I feel like we're just kicking back and chit-chatting. I wish there was some way that you guys could talk back to me. That sounded funny. You know what I mean. That would be fun. Okay, so there's that. I'm just going to make sure I clean my stamps really good. I'm going to dry this and I'll be back. Okay, I love how this evergreen, I don't know if you can see it, is sitting on top of the ocean. And then you can see the tissue paper underneath and a little bit of the script. Ugh, I just love layers so much. Okay, so I have these stamps here. So we'll do a little, some blue and some green so it matches, a little monochromatic going on. I'm just kind of going to try to make them in a cluster so it makes sense. Oh no, my battery's out of my phone. I hope it doesn't die before we're done. Yeah, so we're just going to do this one. And I really don't know where these stamps came from. I have a whole like book of them. I kind of feel like they were my sister's when she was younger, and I really don't know how I ended up with them. But I'm sure stamp collectors would be really upset with me for what I'm doing with them. You know, a lot of times when I go to like flea markets and stuff and I buy like old papers or whatever, sometimes they ask me what I want them for, and I mean, I know a lot of people would like die if they knew what I was gonna, like these people that sell these old books. You know, they're really book lovers or whatever. I mean, I'm a book lover too, but they would die if they knew what I plan to do with those books that I buy. Okay, we are messing around too much. Get it together. Okay. I don't want it to be too much here, but I do want a bunch of different colors here. Yeah, okay, I think, should we add one up here for a little bit of balance? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Green or blue? Green or blue? Green or blue? Green. I don't want it to stand out too much. Okay, we're gonna, you know what? We're going to use our glue stick. Hopefully it works. You guys know how I feel. I can't even get the lid up, but you guys know how I feel about a glue stick. But we got to use it because we have it. And look at this puppy. It's huge. I am not wasting it. I don't even know if it's going to stick. But we shall see. Alright, there's that. Oh, it actually did. Okay. How much time? Pretty interesting stamps in this bunch here. I hope I'm not like gluing and painting over like $5,000 worth of stamps. I usually, when I get old stuff, I usually try to research it and make sure that I'm not like, you know, messing with something super valuable. Because you never know. Okay, I'm happy with that. I am going to grab a pen for some journaling. And I will be right back. Oh, speaking of bee, I want to do a little bee stamping. That's what my other page had. Yeah, is this mostly dry? Okay. I am going to, where's my stampy thingy? Okay, which one? Oh, this one or this one, this one or this one? See, decisions. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this one. Where is my, I'm gonna do VersaFine because it's super black and I want it to show up. I'm just gonna stamp it right over top. Oh, that didn't go well. I just dropped my ink pad on my sock. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. I'm just gonna, oh no, it's thunderstorming and my lights are flickering. Ay, ay, ay. Ah! Well, this is not ending well, is it? Alright, I'm just gonna let this dry and we can do some journaling. My black and white Posca are both missing. APB, I have no idea where they are. So we're going to use this Letter It fine liner 0.09. Let's see, what do I want to journal? I just have some song lyrics in my head. Oh, this isn't bad. Okay, that doesn't say anything. Okay. Do I want to like... Excuse me. Let's see. It's like very bumpy here. Whoops. See? Yoo-hoo. Failed again. Oh, no. Okay, 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 okay. Put him over one, or do I want to put him on his own? Let's put him right on top. I medium mat this puppy so his little winkies can stick up. Did I say winkies? I meant to say wingies. You were worried about the boyfriend being inappropriate. Okay. Alright, there we go. I feel like I want to add splatters, black splatters. You know what? We're already over time. Let's just add the splatters. India ink is my fave for black splatters. Super pigmented. Don't have to add water. Fantastic. Get a really thin paintbrush here, if I can find one. Okay, here we go. Normally I put it on my nonstick craft. I need to get used to the fact that this is not a nonstick craft sheet. I've been seeing for a long time people do like really awesome things with underpaper. So I wanted to do it too. Alright. I don't know, there's a lot going on. It's very, very busy. You can't really tell. It doesn't... Okay, so here is the original one that I did for Viva Las Vegas stamps. And here is this one. This one is a lot busier. I wonder if it's because it's like a smaller surface and I was essentially trying to do the same thing. It just doesn't seem like it has a focal image or anything particularly standing out. So, yeah, well, it is what it is. I like it. I wanted to redo it, and I did, and that is it for today. Bye, guys.